Coming up on this week's episode of Aftershock,
Alexa is showing us how to make a tasty treat.
Ethan's teaching us how to make a par.
And Alyssa has the inside scoop on DECA Day.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Alex Land.
And I'm Tati Del Carpio, and Aftershock starts now.
Florida legislation is trying to find ways to make schools feel safer.
Here's Danny to tell us more about what is being called the Guardian Program.
Ever since the February 2018 shooting at Marjory Douglas, Florida lawmakers and local districts have been working to try to make schools safer around the state. One of the many methods proposed was the controversial Guardian Program.
Do you know what the Guardian Act is?
No, I didn't know about it.
The Guardian Program is the bill that was proposed that would allow teachers to carry guns in their classrooms.
Students and teachers around the Bay had differing opinions on the matter.
I think it's a great idea for the safety of students.
I feel like it's a bit too extra because a real gun, and I don't really think teachers are capable of using the gun.
Broward will be one of the 47 Florida school districts that will not be approving the Guardian Program amongst its almost 300 schools. But to Senior Eitan Weisfield and Dr. Jamez Williams, it doesn't help the situation.
Personally, I don't think that there's a need for it. I think that those type of situations are better suited for those who do constant training, like our law enforcement and so on. I don't believe that teachers should have the right to carry firearms in schools. Schools are complicated enough. And then with teachers being armed, that just opens up the doors and opportunities for bad things to happen. We have law enforcement. That's what they're there for. We have those people who are the true guardians, people who have gone their whole careers being guardians. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. Let me be good at what I do and let the real guardians out there be good at what they do.
I think that teachers with guns would make it more of a chaotic, tense place. It's not the response time that's the problem, it's the fact that people are getting shots off in the first place is the problem. If they weren't getting shots off in the first place, you wouldn't have to think about arming teachers. More guns isn't the solution.
The United States has seen exponentially different numbers in mass shootings compared to other countries.
If you take away guns, just like how other first world countries are doing, like Australia, like England, like Canada, like Germany, like France, if you take away these assault rifles, it's proven. It just goes, the crime rate goes down. We have more mass shootings than days in this country in 2019 in the United States of America. Last time I checked, which was 233 days, there was 255 mass shootings. That is crazy.
The safety issues in schools around America have become a controversial topic due to the well-beings of students and faculty, prompting the state of Florida to attempt new methods of keeping their citizens safe. Danny Roth, CBTV.
I gotta say, this next segment makes me hungry.
Me too. Here's Alexa with a sweet recipe for this week's teen cuisine.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Alexa Podolsky, and on this episode of Teen Cuisine, I'll be showing you how to make banana chocolate chip muffins. For this recipe, you'll need 3 ripe bananas, half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 large egg, 1/4 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a cup of sugar, 1 3/4 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then mash the bananas with a fork in a large bowl. Add vegetable oil, egg, milk, vanilla, and sugar, and whisk together. Then add flour, baking powder, and salt. Stir until just combined. Finally, stir in the chocolate chips. Divide the batter evenly and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Take it out of the oven and let it cool for 5 to 10 minutes. And that's how you make banana chocolate chip muffins. That's all for this episode of Teen Cuisine. I'm Alexa Podolsky, CBTV.
What are you going to tell your parents?
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just sit them down and I'll tell them what happened.
How was school?
It was fine. Kind of boring.
Was there a lot of traffic on the way out?
I got out of there as fast as I could.
Dude, it's been 2 weeks since you got this ticket. Why haven't you told your parents yet?
Are you ever gonna tell them?
What are you guys talking about?
Oliver got a ticket.
I already knew about that. What was that, about 2 weeks ago? Who do you think paid for it?
Here's Nick with this week's Lightning Athletics.
Welcome back, Cypress Bay. It's the first action-packed week for sports here at the Bay, and to start the school year off with a spike, we're heading over to Dean, who had the coverage of the girls' volleyball team's first game.
For the opening game of the season, the Cypress Bay girls varsity volleyball team took on the Pembroke Pines Charter Jaguars on Monday, August 19th. Cypress Bay started the first set strong, striking quickly, spiking down the ball over the net multiple times, while the Jaguars were caught off guard. The Lightning's defense was holding strong throughout the set, blocking multiple attacks from the Jaguars. Taking advantage of their ambitious energy, Cypress Bay continued to climb up the scoreboard, finishing the first set in our favor at 25-3. Holding onto our strengths on both the offensive and defensive ends, the Lightning continued their streak yet again. The Jaguars began to push harder and put up more of a fight, but Cypress Bay continued to bring their A game every play.
So at the end of the day, I see that we could go far. The season is a little different because the districts are put together a little different, but I think we'll do well this year. I mean, if they keep working hard.
Towards the end of the game, Cypress Bay was back on top after a grueling tie and ended the third set with a 25-16 conclusion.
We're statesbound. I think we just want to keep our eye on the prize, be able to close every match out.
The Cypress Bay Lightning faces off against the St. Thomas Iguanas on August 21st.
Let's take a break from that rough sport to smooth things out. Here's Gabby with this week's nutrition tip.
On this week's nutrition tip, I'm going to show you how to make a pre-game berry banana smoothie. The ingredients you will need are 1.5 cups of milk, 1 cup of mixed berries, 1 banana, and 1 tablespoon of honey. Milk is rich in protein and is a source of minerals like calcium. Mixed berries improve heart health and support the immune system. Bananas are rich in potassium and are fat-free. And honey helps boost the immune system and clear congestion. Put all of your ingredients in the blender. Blend all of your nutritious ingredients until smooth. And now you have a delicious berry banana smoothie.
How about we drive things over to Ethan, who showed us how to make a par in this week's How To.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Ethan Gare, and we are out here at the beautiful Weston Hills Country Club. This is a par 5, hole number 11, and I'm going to teach you how to make a par. For my first shot, I'm going to be using my driver. I'm going to see if I can hit it right down the middle to set up a very important second shot. A huge part of golf is course management. Course management, I'm not trying to hit the ball all the way to the green, as it's a far par 5. I'm just going to hit the ball, lay it up about 80 yards away from the green, and see if we can get on from there. My second shot with my 5-iron put me about 95 yards away from the pin. The pin is in the front left of the green. I got some wind coming from out behind me. Let's see if we can have a nice, easy shot right into the green. With my third shot, I put the ball 35 feet past the hole. We got a little right to left action. Let's see if we could put this ball in for birdie. A drive, a 5-iron, a pitch, 2 putts. Now that's how you make a par.
That's all for this week's Lightning Athletics. I'm Nick Ramos, CBTV Sports.
Students and participants of the DECA program recently attended DECA Day, but what exactly is it?
Well, Alyssa was able to get more information about this annual event. Here she is with the coverage.
DECA. We've all heard of it, but what exactly is it? Well, during the first week of school, DECA hosts a DECA Day.
Essentially, DECA Day is just a way for the advisors and the officers to introduce themselves to the members, and also the members get their first kind of insight on what to expect for the year. And so something that we implemented this year was kind of after doing like a networking and like ice-breaking activity, we separated the veteran members versus like the first and second year members. And so all the first and second year members got a presentation on like introduction to competition and like really what DECA it has to offer. The vets were taken to a separate room and kind of had like a roundtable discussion to do like what do they want to see out of DECA this year that they haven't seen from last year's. And so it's kind of just a way for us to get them excited about what's to come.
Through DECA Day, teachers show their new students the different opportunities for them to get more involved in the club.
Well, DECA Day, like I said, is like will be used as an introduction competition. So that kind of got my interest piqued and like excited for what was to come. And so that kind of encouraged me to stay involved until competition season started. And then once competition season started, that's when I was like, oh, this is it. Like, this is where I meant to be, like, on campus.
Students like Johan are now more informed on the program.
Well, like, they give me, like, a good introduction. Like I understand more of what it is, and, like, I know what we're going to do in DECA and, like, in class. And actually want to go on some of the field trips and get involved, like, compete and stuff like that.
DECA Day is a crucial way of getting more students involved and boosting the club's growth. Alyssa Wheelock, CBTV.
Game over.
Hey Alex, what did you do this summer?
I just chilled at home. What about you?
I worked on summer assignments.
I wonder what other students did.
Let's find out. Luca went around the Bay to ask you guys what you did over the summer.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Luca Vieira, and today we're asking some random students what they did for fun this summer. Here are the best answers. Right. What did you do for fun this summer?
What did I do this summer? Oh, this summer? I went to my house, and in my house, I did stuff.
Wanna hang out?
You wanna hang out? Yeah, of course. I'd love to hang out.
I went to Venezuela to visit my family and my friends.
I went to Ecuador to see family. That was pretty fun.
Nothing. Same. What did you do for fun this summer?
What did I do this summer? I spent most of the time with my church.
Preach.
And I went to Italy.
Cool. What did you do in Italy?
I went on a gondola, and I went to Capri.
Why didn't you invite me?
This is like my 4th day here. I used to go and live in Missouri, so I got to come down here and go to Disney World over the summertime before I got to go move down.
All right, have a good school year. Seems like you guys had some interesting stories to tell. I'm Luca Vieira, CBTV.
That's all for this week's episode of Aftershock.
If you want to watch more episodes, visit us at cypressbaytv.com.
And while you're at it, follow us on our social media at Cypress Bay CBTV and add us on Snapchat at Cypress Bay TV.
I'm Alex Land.
And I'm Tati Del Carpio. Thanks for watching.